Welcome back to our ongoing coverage of the 2013 Race Across America. I'm Dave Toll. As we are following the action, we're going to start with our solo women here today. And really an amazing story is Shauna Hogan has already gone past 1,000 miles of racing. Well, yesterday we had reported that Maria Parker was out of the race, and that turns out to not be true. She has decided to continue on. As you see in the image, it looked like this was a game ender. Without a doubt, an accident occurred in the middle of the night with a vehicle that actually struck their support vehicle from behind. Maria Parker, though, decided after a couple hours of regrouping herself that she wanted to continue racing. One of the great stories from this year's event. Now, Shauna Hogan, if you look at the front end of our women's solo race, as I said, she's gone past 1,000 miles, so she's already a third of the way into this journey to try to win her 7th race across America. An unbelievable record being set. Let's take a look at the rest of our women's leaderboard and see how things are shaking out. As we pick up the action with our solo men, it is the amazing Christoph Strasser who remains in the lead. It actually had tightened up quite a bit last night. Rito Schock made a good run at him and brought it down to about 50 miles, the gap between Strasser and Schock. But now with a big effort being made over the last 10 hours by Christoph Strasser, he has opened up almost a 100-mile advantage. The Race Across America has really established a rhythm up front with Christoph Strasser as our leader and a very solid second-place ride being put together by Rito Schock. What's interesting is what's happening behind them, as it really has turned into a battle royale for third place. Danny Weiss, the Swiss rider, is holding on to third right now, but Gerhard Gulwich is within miles and is definitely challenging him as they make their way through Kansas. It's going to be interesting to see who is in third by the time they get to Missouri. We're anticipating in the state of Missouri a route revision being made because of some flooding that the riders are possibly going to be coming up against. One of the things that is absolutely amazing about the Race Across America is the riders' resolve. We talked about Maria Parker and her unbelievable spirit. Well, also we have to look back to last year as Christoph Strasser is on a record-setting pace. It was right around this time in the race last year that he came across a tornado where local law enforcement actually forced him to get off the bike. His support staff was all taken to a church where they were kept safe until the tornado made its way through. But this really does speak to the spirit of these athletes. Christoph Strasser will not get off his bike. The Race Across America is a lot more than just a bike race. It's also about surviving this event. In the history of the Race Across America, have seen less than 200 solo riders actually finish the event. As Christoph Strasser is on a record-setting pace this year, we're also seeing a record number of athletes who look like they are going to finish and make their way into Annapolis. The conditions that our riders are facing have been ideal if you're trying to ride your bike across the continent. The temperatures have been much lower than last year. We do understand that the winds are coming out of the south, but they're not dramatically strong. We're talking about 10 to 15 mile an hour gusts. So the conditions really could not be better if you're looking to ride your bike across the country. We're looking back to Oceanside, California to see our teams starting, our 2, our 4, and our 8 rider squads. We're all rolling as of 12 o'clock Pacific time. The conditions were ideal, just like the start of our solo men and women's event. Temperatures in the upper 60s, a light breeze coming from the west as the riders hit out. As all of our teams are leaving Oceanside, we'll have an opportunity to look at some of our favorite squads here. In the 8-man team event, Allied Forces is looking to break that 5-day, 5-hour, 5-minute record. Our 4 women's team, Love, Sweat, and Gears, they're poised to break a record as well this year. In our 2-rider event, it's the Power Pedal Ponytails squad that we're keeping a close eye on. And then the really inspirational story of our Walter Reed team in the 8-rider event. This is a squad to watch. The Race Across America has always been thought of as a solo event until the last decade or so, where the teams have really made this event much more interesting. We're looking at the strategy that the teams use is really to always keep someone out on the road rolling. With the 8-rider squads, you'll see them split into 2 4-rider groups and rotate out on course. And the same thing with the 4-rider teams, where there'll be 2 riders out on course at any given moment. We have now started all of our teams. Our solo riders have gone past the midway point, or at least Christoph Strasser has, as he's now up on 1,600 miles completed. So for everyone here at the RAAM Report, I'm Dave Toll saying thanks a lot for following along.